It is time for another Salt or Hype. Yeah, hello, welcome. So, they literally announced this Nintendo Direct like yesterday, I think. Very last minute, but they like doing that. They're just like, oh, by the way, I think they did actually straight up say on like Twitter and stuff that they had to nip it in the bud. They had to straight up say in the tweet that like there is not going to be any Nintendo Switch successor here. There's no Switch 2, so don't start thinking about it yet. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. I'll be honest, I have zero expectations going into this. So whatever happens, happens. And I think generally Nintendo Directs are pretty good for the most part. So I feel like whatever they show, there's bound to be something there for me, because there usually is at least one or two things that I'm like, oh my god. But it is technically live, but it's just a logo. We may as well go on over to it, even though nothing's happening yet. It's just very piercing bright red. That's burning my retinas. This always feels awkward when I like start these things and I've got absolutely bugger all to say, and like all these other like YouTubers and stuff that are probably like, oh yes, this is what I want. I want this and 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 this, and I'm just like, oh, just whatever you have, I'll probably be happy, guys. I'm already like at least 3 years behind when it comes to Nintendo games. So the idea of them announcing even more games is like, well, that's just another year's backlog of stuff that I will never get around to buying. I still remember a few months back, I actually had a dream, a literal dream, of like what the new Switch would be called, and my dream said to me, and this might be some ridiculous premonition, it probably ain't, but my dream said it would be called the Nintendo Switch Do, and the slogan would be like, look how much it can do. And people would just be like making doo-doo jokes all day about it, kind of like the Wii. This was an actual dream I had. This happened in my subconscious while I was asleep. So yeah, I don't know what the sound levels are going to be like. I will turn it up or down if anyone finds it going, but we're off to the races. We're off to the races. Here comes the Fire Emblem, blum 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 blum. Probably. It's usually where they put it. If it's not at the start, it's not here at all, in my opinion. Oh no! It sounds like. Oh, what is this? Oh, look at this! Oh, it's Mario and Luigi, isn't it? Is this a new Mario and Luigi? It's got that look to it. It has that look to it. He doesn't have his, like, stripy socks again, but, you know. Is this a remake? Or is this something new? It kind of looks like something brand new. Are they seriously just remaking every Mario RPG? Yeah, I was spot on. So, is this just a brand new one? I mean, it's bloody gorgeous, whatever it is. Jesus Christ, it looks amazing. Like, I miss the old sprite style of the original ones, but man. Yeah, I think this is a brand new one. I don't think this is a remake, and all. I could be mistaken because I haven't actually played these, but Cherry T has. She loves these games. They really are just putting every Mario RPG on this console, man. The Switch is like the ultimate RPG system at this point. Full extension! Alright. Alright. It's like plug people. I'm gonna destroy! Alright. This certainly started in a way I wasn't expecting. I'm going to turn this up a little bit. I don't actually know what the sound levels are like, but we'll go with that. This art style is absolutely lovely. Like, it's cool to see this in full 3D. I'm pretty certain this is a new game, isn't it? It doesn't even look like it has a name unless they're gonna, like, reveal it later. Ah, that animation smear when he spun was awesome. Oh, here we go. Brothership. Huh? Alright. Brothership? Okay, that's the name. Alright. That's neat, I guess. It looks very pretty, I'll give it that. Wow, they really are. I mean, we had Super Mario RPG Remake, and then we had the good Paper Mario that everyone loves, and now we're getting a new Paper Mario and Luigi. Jesus Christ, man. Love this art style. I love how animated it is. I'm glad they're letting Mario characters have art styles and animation again. Like, slick animation, everything's wonder anyway. Let's see a batch of something. Oh yeah, this is the one game that we knew is coming out. It's like, hey, do you want a bit of an NES game? A bit of several NES games is like challenges, I guess. Yeah, we knew about this. This is coming out soon, right? Pretty sure this is coming out pretty soon. It's neat, I suppose. If you want a collector's edition of this, try and get the Japanese one, because that actually comes with Famicom Joy-Cons, whereas ours just comes with like... the UK version doesn't even come with bloody... It doesn't even come with a bloody cartridge, it's just like digital code in a box. But in Japan they get Joy-Cons, and in America I think they're getting like a gold NES slab of plastic that doesn't actually go in an NES, obviously. This is kind of NES remix, isn't it? Sort of. I like the idea of all the online stuff, but they won't let you actually play the games in their entirety, of course. You need a subscription for that. Oh yeah, it's soon. It's like in a month. Yeah, because this one's not getting a... I'm watching the UK stream as well, so they are saying eShop. Oh, is that Fairy Tail? Okay. Well, they didn't show Fire Emblem, so maybe they're saving it for later, or maybe it just won't happen. I've heard of this anime, but I've never watched it. Ah, Koei or Tecmo Europe, my favourite game by Fairy Tail 2. weird way of laying that stuff out. I know nothing about this anime. It's a shonen. It's one of those. Been around a while, hasn't it? A very long time. So it's an RPG, I presume. Yeah. Like an RPG. At first I thought it was a fighting game. The way they first showed it, I thought it was going to be like one of those arena anime fighting games they love so much. They love to make so much, but it appears to be an RPG instead. Level up your happiness. Ah, level up your happiness, says Koei Tecmo. Kind of looks like Nier, but I don't think it is. Oh. New from and composer Nobuo Uematsu comes the turn-based RPG Fantasian. Fantasian Neo Dimension. That sure is a bunch of words. My god, the Switch just has so many RPGs. Christ alive. If you need RPGs, the Switch has you covered. Unknown enemy! Unknown enemy! Just a skill's trajectory to target multiple enemies at once. It's kind of got that PSP look to it, if that makes sense. I'm not slagging it off. It literally looks like a PSP RPG. The more enemies there are, the more you can wipe out. I'm not saying that like it's a bad thing. Just saying that's aesthetically what this looks like, or maybe a Feta game, but. Yeah, how the PSP had so many RPGs that had this look to them. Fantasian Neo Dimension launches on Nintendo Switch this winter. Nah. Fair enough. Another sport is coming to Spoko Square. Wow, really? I'm surprised that they haven't completely abandoned this. I still, speaking of Switch games, I haven't caught up with yet. I still want to play this, but basketball. Okay. Pass and shoot in 2-on-2 matches using motion controls. It is double dribble. This is 2-on-2. Alright. Fair enough. They're not going to put baseball back in this, are they? Because baseball was completely rigged. Like, if you played it against the computer, it was absolutely broken. because you couldn't play as like all the players, you know, outside the back end and stuff. And your computer-controlled characters would just deliberately fart ass about, and then your computer opponents like team would just stand below the ball, and the ball would just fall in their hand. Wow, I'm shocked that they're actually bothering with that game. Absolutely shocked that they're still doing stuff with that. I thought it like, well, it didn't really bomb as such, but it wasn't the. I don't think it was the Wii Sports they wanted it to be. What is this? Whoop. Wee little man with a big plug socket on his head. Ow. Wee little boy. Look at the wee little prick. His hair appendages is his. Like the cell shading. It's a look. Oh, is this a Metroidvania in the Hollow Knight-ish type of way? It's, I'll tell you what it bloody ain't. I'll tell you what it bloody ain't. It ain't Silk Storm or whatever you call it. the expansion to Hollow Knight that people have been gasping for. Focus Entertainment. Mio. Memories in Orbit. Alright.
It's an array of cartoon classics.
Yeah? Cartoon classics? Oh, they do. Oh, okay.
Island. Monoth's greatest
was this any good? Was this any good? Like, I heard mixed things, I guess, or people were like, yeah, it's fine, but I didn't really hear anyone say, oh, I love this, just that it existed.
What big secret
Dash
lies
Dolphin.
at the end? Start
My
slipping
favourite Mickey Mouse character, Dash Dolphin.
Later today.
Today! Oh my god, Hello Kitty! Oh yeah! Hello Kitty Island! Oh, is this the Apple Arcade game?
Then
This looks like Animal Crossing, but
Karomi and other familiar faces in this open world adventure.
I'm pretty sure this is the Apple Arcade game that everyone was raving about. Put Go to Tamar in it. Oh, I saw a Gretzko. A Gretzko's in it. I actually like a Gretzko. Where's Go to Tamar? What the heck?
In this wacky sports game.
What? Is this a PS2 game that just never came out? This literally looks like the Looney Tunes games that came out on the PS2 and the Dreamcast. Looney Tunes Space Race is back, motherfuckers. What? Sure, why not?
Wacky World of Sports.
Wacky World of Sports, so like the Tiny Toons one on the Mega Drive and the SNES. Who's this by? This really looks like a PS2 game, man. Who made it? Who even made it? I like how classic cartoon characters includes Among Us. Yeah, everyone's the iconic cartoon characters. Hello Kitty, Looney Tunes, Among Us, Sus. Sure, whatever. Today! They love doing that. This is like Nintendo Direct's favourite thing, man.
A monster army is at your
Raise your
command.
own monster army. Look at all these foxes. He has like at least 12 foxes.
A realm of monsters.
Felicidad.
Command and raise
Feliz
them are called
Navidad.
Farmagia, a vital role in the land's
Feliz
civilization.
Navidad.
10. A Farmagia must rise up
These are
against the
words.
oppressive Magus to stop his
The
vicious
oppressive
reign of
maggots?
the world.
What? The maggots?
Monsters
The
and
magus?
lead them into the fight against the Magus'
Wow,
army.
frame rate.
Plant seeds,
Farming.
then cultivate,
Okay.
and harvest them to make your buddies come to life.
More RPGs. I guess.
They can then be trained for battle.
That's a lot of foxes. He has so many foxes. If you need a game with lots and lots of foxes, the Switch has you covered. Switch has you covered for foxes. Why does this just look like Fairy Tail? It just looks like the Fairy Tail game, but it's not. It's like the same art style. The character has the same hair. He has the same colour, spiky hair. It's just the guy from Fairy Tail.
To stop the Magus in
The maggots.
Farmagia, launching
The
on
maggots.
Nintendo Switch, November 1st.
Pardon me. I need to drink something. Marvellous. Marvellous. That's Returns. That's Returns. That's Donkey Kong Returns. Yep.
Donkey Kong Country Returns.
Returns. Donkey Kong Country returns. Sure, why not?
The villainous Tiki Tak tribe has
I'm
hypnotized the
surprised they
local
didn't do this sooner. In fact, I'm surprised they didn't bundle it with Tropical Freeze back in the day, back in 2017 or 18 or wherever that port came out.
Just stop them.
This seems like a no-brainer, but it's not the Donkey Kong game I think people were wanting. There was like rumours that there was going to be like an open-world 3D Donkey Kong game, and I don't think we're getting it this generation, guys. I think that'll be a Switch 2 game, if it exists at all. Yeah, to be honest, they could have put this on Tropical Freeze and made it a double pack. It would have been better value, but you know. They'd rather sell it for 40, 50 quid on its own instead. Wow, I'm surprised it's taken this long for this to even happen.
80 appealing levels are in store, including the additional levels from the 3DS version.
Clever, smart.
Donkey Kong Country Returns HD.
Oh, why not? Wow, January. Whew. This might be one of the last first-party Switch games that before the new console comes out. If the rumours about it coming out in March or anything to go by. Alright, fair enough. This is like the third time they've released this game, isn't it? Because it came out on the 3DS as well. Look at this. Is this Zelda? Or something else? Oh, it's like Zelda. No, it's Dragon Quest. Oh, it's the Dragon Quest remake, the HD 2D one. Ah, nice. Okay. Yeah. It took me a minute. The artwork looked very Breath of the Wild to me at first, on that first bit, but no, they announced this a while back. Oh, it's the third one, that's right, HD 2D remake. Yeah.
Journey with Allies.
This was the Super Nintendo one? I don't know if I still have it, but I have a Japanese cartridge of this game, of the third game. And the music in it is incredible. I'll say that much because I couldn't actually play it very well because obviously it's in Japanese. I got it from a boot sale for like £2, so I couldn't say no. I don't know if I still have it. I might have got rid of it. This is pretty. These games always are. These HD 2D games always are, but you know.
Forge your own path.
Ah, huggy. Hug. Give him a hug. Ooh, art style's quite different there.
Dragon Quest 3 HD 2D Remake.
Is that the actual name? We're just going to call it HD 2D Remake.
November 14th.
Okay. Soonish. That's some very different looking artwork there. Oh, is there more? Is there more? More Dragon Quest? I think there's more. What? Is that 4? Wait. Oh, 1 and... Really? They're remaking 1 and... They're remaking 1 and 2 as well. Why the F not? Look at that slime, man. Yeah, I want to squish it. I want to squish it. Wow, so they started remaking 3 and we're like, you know what? This is gonna make a shit ton of money. Let's just do 1 and 2 as well. Why not? But it sounds like they're putting those two together in one game. I guess that's okay. If they play 3, 1, and 2 in that order, I missed what he said. Something about playing them in this order makes sense, maybe? Is 3 a prequel to 2 or 1? I don't know. Thank you, Mr. Hori. I don't know why I said it like that. Now in HD 2D. Which is like, I don't know, weird term for it. Ah! What? Wow. Great. A pop game. Oh, come on.
Great Scott!
They're just
Is
making.
that Marty McFly?
Oh, is that pop
The world of
culture?
Funko
Is
is
that
coming
pop
to
culture,
life.
guys?
This action-adventure mashup
Oh,
for
it's
the
got bloody
ages.
Five Nights
With
in
more than
it.
60 characters. As you explore
They're just doing
locations based on
Lego,
20
but
iconic movies,
pops.
TV shows, and
Right.
more.
Oh god,
Use special
they
skills
Shaun of the
and
Dead.
gadgets to explore
I mean, if it
epic
exists, it
worlds,
has a
each with
shitty
their own
£5
unique
figure
puzzles,
of it.
hidden areas,
That's
and
going to be in a
familiar
charity
foes.
shop any day now.
Dinosaurs from Jurassic World and Cylons from Battlestar Galactica. They're certainly not
Chucky.
toying around. Unbox the universe.
So is it?
When Funko Fusion pops onto Nintendo Switch,
Alright.
September 13th.
Not for me. Not for me.
We've got a smorgasbord of spooky,
Spooky, silly,
and strategic games.
Luigi's Mansion will be the first one.
Ready
Yeah.
for an adventure
This
of
is out
ghoulish
like
proportions?
this month.
Summon your courage and explore multiple mansions.
Feels weird putting this out after 3 when it's clearly
Tricky
like
traps.
a 3DS game
And other
up-resed or
supernatural
remade slightly.
shenanigans. Luigi's Mansion 2
What they
HD
should do, right, is give you
launches on
make
Nintendo
a
Switch
vacuum-shaped
Pre-orders
Joy-Con
are
that has the
available
coin
now.
effect from the arcade version of this game, because the arcade game was based on 2.
Find 'em,
Oh.
catch 'em, and lead 'em on a joyful
Another
RPG
Demper
adventure.
Men? Really? Alright.
Explore
This
dungeons
was like a
and battle
3DS thing,
monsters.
wasn't it? Again,
Customize
RPGs,
all
but
sorts of outfits.
Sure.
Decorate your island however you'd like.
I guess that's the
and
kooky.
more. Plus, up to 4 players.
This ain't the
in local co-op
Tomodachi. This
can
isn't
team
the
up to catch
Tomodachi life
special
that people
Denpa Men.
wanted, but
The new Denpa
it's
Men
one
is
of
free to
those.
play
They got
and
close.
launches as a timed exclusive on Nintendo Switch, July 22nd.
Timed exclusive, so this is coming out on other things? I thought this was a Nintendo thing. Oh, is
Strategize away
this...
in this tower defense installment
wait.
of the Metal Slug series.
Oh, it's not Tactics, it's a different game
Control
entirely?
forces and
Huh?
terrorize enemy strongholds.
Oh.
Choose from over 300 units with
Okay.
different
I was
abilities.
gonna say, I seem to recall Tactics is isometric. This is something else entirely.
You can
Alright.
also slug it out with other players in online battles.
Slug it out.
Metal Slug Attack Reloaded
Huh.
storms onto Nintendo Switch later today.
I don't. Oh, today. Okay. Today. This feels like something that's been ported for
Expedition of the
mobiles.
Damned,
Just a
the most
hunch.
eagerly awaited sequel to the gothic roguelike
Oh, Darkest
RPG.
Dungeon 2.
Board your stagecoach
I heard
and
good
set
things
off
about
across
this.
the decaying landscape to prevent an apocalypse.
So many RPGs, man.
Fight off nightmarish fiends in turn-based combat.
I
And
don't know if
upgrade your
Stacey's
abilities
watching. I
after
won't
each
spoil.
deadly run.
I won't spoil for her what the first thing was.
Darkest
That'll make her
Dungeon
happy.
2 launches on
Hopefully it's
Nintendo
good.
Switch,
That new
July
Mario and
15th.
Luigi, because I know some of them
Pre-orders
people
begin
were a bit,
later today
a bit
on
not
Nintendo
quite
eShop.
so hot on. In particular, the remakes on the 3DS.
More classic
Ah, here we
titles
go.
on the way.
Battlemania, Battlemania, Battlemania. It ain't gonna happen.
Play
The
like
rights to those
Souls
games
of
are completely
16-bit
buggered.
adventure And team up online to explore randomized dungeons in the Legend of
Hey,
Zelda:
that
Link to
online
the
will be
Past
sick,
Four Swords.
actually. That online would be hilarious. Zero Mission, I'm pretty
Experience
sure this one
the
was a
remake
given.
Of Samus's first adventure in Metroid Zero Mission.
This feels like a no-brainer. Alright.
Plus, coming to the new Nintendo 64, Nintendo Switch Online Mature Collection of games.
Mature They are actually going to make a separate
Dangerous
app
Lost
for
Land to
mature
stop the
games like they
campaigners
did in
with
Japan,
various
where they got like
schemes
the
in Turok,
18 plus
Dinosaur
stuff.
Hunter.
Turok! Alright, sure. And Perfect Dark? Probably Perfect Dark. There it is, that's Perfect Dark. I probably should have mentioned this early on, but I had a feeling this might happen.
Perfect Dark.
This will
Now,
probably stay
online
on the surface
multiplayer.
longer than Goldie Eye? Goldie
All four
Eye?
games
Yeah.
will be
Alright.
available for Nintendo Switch Online
Today!
Pack members later today.
Yep. it's almost a drinking game. You'd end up dead if you did that as a drinking game. Later today, dead.
This
Another
is Verona,
RPG.
a young woman
This
with
looks
the
very
ability to
Disgaea.
communicate with phantoms.
And make them smack into
Join
barrels
her on
for
a
some
journey
reason.
to save her friend Ash.
Last man. Oh, well, off you pop. Why did you fling me
In
into
this
the
new
sea?
installment in the Phantom
Oh,
Brave
that's
series.
why it looks familiar. It is a sequel to I think it was a PSP game.
Take on tactical
I think they
turn-based
ported
battles,
the original to the Switch as well.
where you'll combine the
If I
phantoms you
recall.
befriended
I thought the
with
character looked
objects in
familiar, but
various
couldn't quite put
ways.
my finger on it. I thought it was Disgaea, but then now I think about it, I think the art style was the same artist. So many RPGs, Jesus Christ! This is the RPG system.
A fan to blow enemies around.
Go away!
Or combine with Marona herself for show-stopping abilities that can turn the tide of battle.
Alright. Yep, Pirate.
Phantom Brave, the lost hero.
Next year. Yeah, so there's definitely going to be Switch games coming out well into 2025. That much I was kind of expecting, even if the new console comes out.
This one's gonna
What? No! What the fuck? Fucking Marvel vs. Capcom! This is for me! This is for me! What the fuck? Marvel vs. Capcom 2 on the Mate! Okay, and the Punisher, sure. We just throw the Punisher on there as well. Why? Oh my god, it's like all of them! Jesus fucking Christ! Please tell me this is today. I will buy immediately. Jesus. Or make it a physical collection, please. Oh my god. What? Highlight. I was literally playing one of these like a couple weeks ago on my Saturn. No effing way. Today. Oh, this year. Later today. Oh my god, I need it. Please be physical so I can own it. I mean, I own all of those games physical anyway. Oh, it's Mario Party. I think this was rumoured. I don't know. Another Mario Party. Nothing's going to top that for me, guys. I'm sorry. That's the kind of sickness I have. Re-releases of games I already own multiple times. I don't own a version of the Punisher, but like everything else. I own all of those games on the Saturn and Dreamcast already, but Jesus Christ, that is the most excited. That is the most excited I've been for one of these things in a very long time. Jesus Christ, Maximilian dude is gonna be fucking popping off right now. Mario Party, who cares? Whatever. Marvel 2, baby. Jesus wept. Marvel 2. They said it would never be done. They said it would never be done. Oh, they could put Marvel. Could they not just chuck Marvel 3 on there as well, just so it's got all the good ones on it, not the. Yeah. I kid. I haven't actually played the last one. It just looked awful, but apparently it played good.
Or tilting your Joy-Con controller.
Mario Party. I don't care. I'm done. That's all I needed. I could turn this off and be happy. They got me good. Jesus Christ, I must have picked the mic so hard. Oh my god. Jesus wept.
And aim for first place.
As soon as I saw Take You for a Ride and that image from like, what was it, X-Men vs Street Fighter or whatever, I knew.
Wait, there are even more new modes? The biggest Mario Party yet will soon be underway.
What's it called?
When Super Mario Party
Jamboree
launches on Nintendo
So it's a
Switch
sequel to
2017.
Super Paper Mario, not Paper Mario. Super Mario Party, not Mario Party. That whole video that guy did about which games count as Super Mario games. Does this count as part of the Mario Party series or the Super Mario Party series, of which this is the sequel? The naming schemes for these friggin' Mario games. Please take a look at this. Oh, it's a Zelda thing. It's a Zelda thing. Is that actually going to be Zelda? Are you actually playing as a? Is this another like remake, like what was it? Link's Awakening? Or is it like a brand? Oh no, this is Is this the 3DS one? This is the 3DS one, isn't it? Link Between Worlds, was it called? I think that's the one. Pretty certain that's what this is. Unless I'm mistaken. It's got that... I mean, it's got the look of Link's Awakening remake. But it kind of looks like that game, man. I might be completely fake gamer in this, and it's probably a remake of something else entirely. Yeah, you do actually play as Zelda, don't you? This is a brand new thing then. Ah. This, I'm pretty sure I saw rumblings about a Zelda game. Echoes of Wisdom. Huh. Alright. In that Link's Awakening style. That's sick. And you actually play as Zelda, not Link. The Legend of Zelda, where you actually play as Zelda. Neat. So this is going to be in that, yeah, Echoes of Wisdom. Oh, just about to get mugged. Oh, maybe not. They're like, gives you money. And she's like, no, I'm going to smash you. To smash you? What am I talking about? Breaks conventions. Ah, they're going to show some more, I think. I like a shirt. Going to show a bit of gameplay.
Stolen away. Across the vast lands of Hyrule, strange rifts have appeared and have taken many people.
I like that they're doing another one of these art style.
Now,
because I really like this art
Zelda
style.
meets the fairy Tri, receives a mysterious staff called the Tri-Rod, and sets off on a journey across Hyrule to save her kingdom. By waving the Tri-Rod at a table she found, Zelda learned how to create an imitation of it called an echo. Once you learn an echo,
so you can spawn
you can recreate it whenever you'd like. Even if there's a wall blocking your path, you can create
echoes
of
table in its
tables to
place.
get a leg up.
Huh. That's
Just like
really
that.
cool. That's a cool new mechanic. I like when Nintendo does this. Hey there, Lomax. Welcome to the stream. Oh, sorry about if there's any ads. Sorry about that. Oh, and thanks for subscribing. I didn't see that. I didn't get a notification either. Sorry about that. Yeah, thank you very much. I don't know how much of this stream you've seen, but when it's over, go back to the FOD and see my reaction to the game a few games ago, because I don't think I've screamed that hard in years. Literally years. They got me good, and it's not a Nintendo game. It's a Capcom game. I won't say if you haven't seen it. I just got home, so not so much. So not much. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll recommend checking out the FOD. I'll definitely clip it as well, because, oh my god, Jesus wept. One of the announcements today is probably the most hyped I've been for anything ever, and it's a bunch of games I already own. I could play them right now. All I have to do is hook up my Sega Saturn or my Dreamcast to play them, but they're re-releasing them as a collection. That's all I'll say. That looked really neat. I wasn't really paying attention, but that looks really neat. You can just spawn things wherever you like, and it's basically Link's Awakening 2, which Link Between Worlds was that. But yeah. No, wait. Link Between Worlds was a sequel to the SNES one, wasn't it? Yeah, I get to buy them again on a collection with online play, I think. Ooh, gold Switch Lite. I thought the Switch Lite was like the one that sold the least, so they were going to stop making them, but I guess they want to sell more. So when's this coming out? I didn't see if there was a release date. I presume it's next year. I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. I was too busy thinking about the other thing. I will rewind back to it when this is over. Let's see a few more headlines. So that wasn't even the last thing. Oh, hang on. Hang on. I'm just going to mute this. Because it's got to be a bunch of pop music that will get me get my stream knocked out. When does Suguru Miyamoto get to retire? I mean, I think he's pretty much just in an advisory role at this point. I mean, these are pretty much a given every year. They're showing right now. Yeah, it's that song and that song that I haven't heard of. And that song that I'm not going to listen to because it will just get my stream taken off Twitch. B for the Wii again, yes! That's the only reason to keep these games going, is if they kept doing them for the Wii. Just the Wii. In fact, don't even put it out on the Switch. Just release it on just the Wii. And Nintendo are like, oh, you want us to manufacture some more Wii discs? we destroyed all the equipment, so you can't do it anymore. Sorry. Alright, I can unmute now. Right. Alright. I'll wait till it's gone. Right, there we go.
A new Lego
oh, this thing! They showed this at Summer Games Fest, and I was just like, who is this for? Who is this for? Like, why? They just make Lego anything at this point. They could just make, like, Lego... Sharky and George. I mean, to be fair, if they made a Sharky and George Lego game, I'd be like, hell yes, mate. But, like, at this point... Speaking of which, earlier there was a friggin' Funko Pop game, and it was like, hey look, it has like 6 million IPs in it. It's got Jurassic Park, Back to the Future, and Five Nights at Freddy's. It's like, ah, don't do this to me. Horizon fans, all 3 of them. That's a bit harsh. There's at least 7. I just don't know who this is for. Why Horizon? And this is a PlayStation thing, right? So this is like a PlayStation game coming to the Switch, but this is the only way it will come to the Switch, is if it's a Lego game. I'm so confused by how... I would love to be a... Yeah, look, PlayStation Studios. Hey, Stray! I've wanted to play this. Oh, okay. I wonder how good the port will be. Is this going to be all kind of smeary and bad? Yeah, I've actually wanted to play this. This looks neat. Horizon is nice, I guess. And it's really no Elden Ring. I mean, yeah, a lot of things are not Elden Ring. Yeah, I actually want to play this. This was like a PS4 game? It was like a PlayStation exclusive for a while, I think. That's cool. This is one of those games that I actually wanted to get if I bought a PS4, so now I have even less reason to buy a PS4.
Carefully climb to the highest heights.
This pool doesn't look terrible. It looks competent. They've obviously had to squish it down, but it could be worse looking. For a game like this, it probably is not. It's not like it has to be 60 FPS or anything like that.
Including hordes of hostile creatures ready to swarm. Keep
oh my god! I'm going to be embarrassed listening back to earlier. Oh my god! I need to hear it low. I literally sounded like a little girl for a moment. I still haven't fully recovered.
Welcome home, Hobbit.
Huh? Lord of the Rings? Alright.
If you've ever wanted to live like a hobbit from the Lord of the Rings, now,
no, but okay. Is this a Lord of the Rings farming game? Is this a Lord of the Rings chill game? Why not? Why not, I guess. Is Animal Crossing by way of Lord of the Rings? Look at Jaunt. They're massive feet because they're hobbits.
And even share a meal.
I've got an urge to get an Xbox 360 again. I can give you a reason.
Fish,
oh, what?
Forage, and cook. The best way to build a hobbit community
Games
is
are
by
actually on a disc mostly, and are pretty cheap
dishes.
right now, and they'll eventually be desirable. Yeah, that's true. That's true. PS4 games are dirt cheap right now.
For even tastier meals.
But, you know what, I'm looking forward to when the Nintendo Switch games are like at car boot sales for like a $5. I'm looking forward to those days. It will happen. Alright, well that's the thing that exists for someone, I guess. Ah! Ace Attorney. Hold it! Objection!
2 Ace Attorney spin-off games, including a sequel that was previously unreleased outside of Japan, are coming to Nintendo Switch
so they're basically...
as one collection.
They're basically finishing off the job and bringing out everything.
Take the case out of the courtroom
oh, this one's kind of like an actual You Walk About.
Information by interviewing people and inspecting evidence.
Switch would be so cheap eventually, 110 million units sold. And the other thing with the Switch is, unlike the Wii, people actually bought games for it. They didn't just buy Wii Sports and Wii Fit and call it a day. They actually bought a shit ton of games. So those shit ton of games are going to end up in car boot sales, and I'm going to just grab them all, and I'm going to end up with 300 bloody Switch games.
As you uncover the truth at any cost.
I saw a PS2 on eBay last year labelled as rare. Yeah, all 155 million of them are so rare.
Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop.
Neat. So that's basically every Ace Attorney game. Now they need to start making some new ones. Uh-oh, anime. Oh, that's Danganronpa, isn't it? I'd recognise those irises anywhere. They're creepy eyes. Don't know why, but the Danganronpa art style is odd to me. It kind of... I don't know why. It's just a slight variant on anime, but something about their pupils just looks very dead to me. I don't know why. Maybe that's the point, because it's kind of like horror adjacent. Alright.
After a devastating attack by unknown assailants, Takumi Saito's life gets turned upside down.
Upscaling old anime. I mean, depends how they do it. It really depends. As long as like the line art's not being smudged.
Along with 15 other
Not a huge fan of upscaling when it's like taken from a low resolution source. I'd rather they find the original cans, because that's what basically happened with Cyber City OEDO. They got the original 32mm or 16mm and they scanned that, and that just looked beautiful.
Can Takumi survive this 100-day
But then obviously if
trial
something
covered
only has
by
like a friggin'
extreme
laserdisc
and
release
despair
or something,
and
then that's much
return to his
harder,
normal
but
life?
I don't know.
The creators of Danganronpa present the 100-line Last Defense Academy, launching on Nintendo Switch.
I'm not sure where the subject of anime being upscaled came from, but okay.
Embark on
Another RPG! There's been like 6 million RPGs in this fucking stream. I can't complain. They gave me something I want, so I can't... They literally made me scream like a banshee, so... I can't complain. My god, there's so many RPGs on this thing. Square alone have put like 400 RPGs on this system. Donk. Bonk in the back of the head. Sneak up on him.
And formations to enhance abilities.
Again, why are we talking about this?
Battles have also evolved into
Because of
timeline
Danganronpa? I
battles,
don't
where
know.
the action order is key.
I don't know how this came up.
Innovative features like United Attack can also...
I think AI... You know what I think AI should be used for? Doing me dishes and my laundry. If they can make that happen, then I'll be for AI. Otherwise, whatever. Do me dishes, AI. Somehow.
Safeguard your empire's future and protect your legacy.
Maybe wait a few years until they've ironed out all the kinks, because the first few years of AI dishwashing will break your dishes and accidentally pour mustard on them, but you know. So this is a remake, right? I don't know. I lose count with all these freaking Square Enix games. There's so many of them. Final Fantasy Rivals 17-2. That's almost everything. Prime 4, Prime 4, Prime 4, Prime 4. I think that's what everyone wants. I mean, I'm not fussed, but I'm sure people will be happy if that's what it is. It is. That's totally what it is. About bloody time. They've been working on this game and then cancelled it and then started again for like 14 years at this point. It's not Vaporwave. Look, there it is. It's right there. It's actually a thing. Unless this is a remake, unless this is a remaster of 2 and 3, I might be fake gamering again and then not realising. But I'm pretty sure this is the new one. Yeah, this looks new. This doesn't look like 2 or 3 to me. This is a brand new one, baby. It's actually 4. Because I think Namco was making this for about 3 years, and then they put out like a statement where they were like, oh, we're starting again. We're going to get Retro Studios to make it instead, like we probably should have done in the first place. This won't run on Switch. This is for Switch U. I think it's going to be cross-gen. I think it will be on Switch, but I think it will also be on the next system. Like, maybe it'll be day and date, like Breath of the Wild. That's my assumption with this. I mean, considering how good the remaster of Prime 1 looks. Yeah. People can stop moaning now. Beyond! This is beyond number 4. Alright. Oh. Is this still the same game? Or, I mean, this does look pretty damn sick. Like, this does look almost beyond what this... Yeah, 25. So this, I predict this will be in March with the next system as well. That's my guess. And it'll be like, hey, you can play it better on there. Look what it can do. I mentioned this earlier, but I had a dream a few months back about the new console being called the Nintendo Switch Do, and people were just making doo-doo jokes, and like the slogan was like, look what the Nintendo Switch do. Switch you. Yeah, they're going to repeat that mistake. Alright, well, maybe the beyond is the fact that they had to start again. Metroid Prime 4, the Namco version, is lost media. Metroid Prime 4 is the original and Beyond is the remake. Right, I'm going to go back so you can see what it was that made me scream like a friggin' banshee. Where was it? Wasn't that? Friggin' PS2 arse-looking Looney Tunes game. That was a damn good stream. For one thing and one thing only. Where are you? Where is it? You wouldn't believe how much I screamed when I saw the words that were put on the screen. Where is it? The fuck is it? There. Right.
For a ride.
Yes. The second I saw Take You for a Ride, I went absolutely ballistic. Like, I literally transcended. I transcended. So yeah, I'm just going to watch this again. This game's I've played a million times.
Games featuring Marvel and Capcom characters are fighting their way onto Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, that's what it was. No, not Outrun. Oh my god, if it was Outrun 3, I probably would have screamed even harder. Like a new Outrun. You can already get Outrun on the Switch, the first one, but I'd love 2 on the Switch. Oh my god, don't even. Outrun 2 on the Switch would be beautiful. So yeah, it's basically an arcade collection. Hang on, let's snooze that.
Select online mode to challenge rivals around the world.
Yeah. I can't believe they're actually doing this.
Or play co-op in The Punisher.
I'm not sure why... Oh, I suppose I've got to throw that on there because it's one of the other games. This better be physical, that's all I can say. If this... I hope this comes to PC. I would almost guarantee this is coming out on everything. The only thing that's annoying me is they're not saying when. When is it? Oh, I'll show you what was at the start as well, just in case you want to see what was at the start. Yeah, here we go. It was a Mario thing. You can probably guess what it was. I might as well just play some of this again. I'll just replay some of it for you because I was literally talking to nobody for about half of it. But, you know. Yeah, I think it's guaranteed to come out on PC and probably other consoles. I'm just worried that it might not get a physical release because the last fighting game collection they did only came out physically in America on the Switch. And I assume other consoles. I hate when they do that. I hate when they're like, oh, this is out on cartridge in America, but not in Europe. And then they do it the other way round for like Klonoa, in the case of Konami? Namco. Namco do it all the time. So yeah, they announced a new Mario and Luigi. I don't know if that's something you're... is up your street, but yeah, that was a thing that they showed. Basically, lots of RPGs. Lots and lots of RPGs. So yeah, that's probably one of the things people were probably popping off about the most, I'm gonna say. Because it looks very good. What was the other thing that was like... They're actually adding a sport to Switch Sports, which I'm really surprised by. I didn't think they would ever bother with that. Look at this Right. Look at this Looney Tunes game and tell me this doesn't look like a unreleased PS2 game. Like, not in a bad way, but it literally has that look of early cel-shaded video games. Like, it literally looks like one of those.
unleash the full
It's
power
so
of Acme
weird
across
how much it
iconic
looks like a
levels in
PS2
up to
game.
4
And
players
I'm not taking the piss out of it.
Watch out
I
for
am...
falling enders.
It's like they went out of their
Looney
way
Tunes
to make
Wacky
this look
World
like a
of Sport
PS2 game.
crashes onto Nintendo
In a good
Switch
way, I
this
guess.
autumn.
Maybe. It looks like a licensed PS2 game. Weird. I don't know who that's... Yeah. It does have that Jet Set Radio look. Yeah, exactly. It looks like... I don't know if you ever played Looney Tunes Space Race on the Dreamcast and the PS2, but it has that exact look to it. Exact. It's so strange. It's like they just plucked it out of the past and dragged it into the future. It's such a weird callback aesthetic that I'm not even sure if it's intentional or not. But, yeah, I don't know. What else did they show? Oh, yeah, Donkey Kong Country Returns is getting a port, because, yeah, whatever. Dragon Quest 3 HD 2D HD 2D HD 2D got revealed, shown for the first time properly, because I think this already got revealed. And then they also revealed that Dragon Quest 1 and 2 are going to get remade this style as well, because of course they are. But yeah. Oh, my throat hurts. My throat hurts from earlier. It still hasn't recovered. It still hasn't recovered. I can't. I'm definitely going to clip what happens, because that is going to be hard to listen to, man. But yeah, that was that. It's a shame they didn't say it was coming out today, because that's like a drinking game with like Nintendo Directs, like later today. That was the one game that they didn't later today. I was really hoping they would, but they didn't. Unfortunately, they didn't. But yeah, it's Marvel, baby. It's Marvel, baby. Jesus Christ, I can't believe how much that made me jump. It's just games I already own. In a perfect world, that collection would also have Marvel 3 on it. I know that's a big ask, because that's a much bigger modern game from like the PS3. But if they could put Ultimate Marvel 3 on there, or release that at the same time, seeing as they seem to have the... Oh, I don't think these games have ever had like handheld releases. I don't think the Marvel games have ever had like portable releases. Marvel 3 had a Vita release, but that's obviously not in this collection. But yeah, no, I don't think they've ever had handheld releases. To be fair, if I'm going to be playing these on the Switch, I am not going to be using the Joy-Cons, because fighting games and Joy-Cons do not mix. It just hurts. It hurts to play fighting games, 2D fighting games, on the Joy-Cons. I'll be using my Mega Drive controller. PSP 3. It's a shame we never got a PSP 3. You know what? Don't think it might not still happen, because I feel like there's rumblings at the moment that Microsoft might be making a handheld, and then if that happens, then I think there's also been rumors that there might be like a PS4 portable in the works. Obviously, I think it might be digital only, because it was bad enough having those little discs for the PSP, but I think they would make it digital only just to get over the headache of trying to have a Blu-ray drive in a friggin' portable Steam Deck 2. Yep, that's probably happening as well. I think handhelds are going to come back in a big way real soon, maybe within the next few years. I think once the Switch 2's out, I think everyone's going to be trying to ape that. I'm surprised it hasn't been aped that much other than the Steam Deck, to be honest. And I suppose there's been like those, like, I forget what they're called now, Rogan Josh Alloy or whatever the bloody hell they're called. Those other handheld things that are like little portable PCs. But yeah, a PlayStation 1 that just plays PS4 games digitally would be pretty good. Rog Alley, that's it. Rogan Josh Alley. I knew it began with an R. That's about as much as I knew. Right. Okay, well, I'm going to wrap up, because I've got some stuff I want to crack on with. I've got some thumbnail art for my pngtuber 3 video that I hope to get released real soon. Finished. And then once that's done, hopefully I can actually release that video. Probably. Because I'm probably going to do it as a YouTube premiere as well. Maybe tomorrow, to be honest. I don't know. But it'll be a YouTube premiere, so watch out for that on YouTube. I'll put it up once it's ready to be put up, basically. But I finished editing the video yesterday. But yeah, that was the sort of hype. That was incredibly hype for one particular thing that really shouldn't be, because it is literally just a bunch of games I already own. But, you know, whatever. Most of the other stuff was just kind of whatever for me. I'm not really much of an I'm not really an RPG guy. RPG people have been like eating for so many years on the Switch that having even more of them, at least 12 of them in this stream, was a bit much. But other than that, it was fine. There was a new Mario and Luigi, so I'm sure Cherry T is going to be very happy, or maybe pessimistic, because I know some of those games have been a bit of a weird one. Also, didn't the developer of Mario and Luigi like get shut down? Am I mistaken? Didn't that happen? Alpha Dream. I think that's the developer's name. Didn't they get freaking shut down? So I think people were just like, yeah, they're never making another one of those Mario and Luigi games because they shut the studio down, or they went bankrupt, I think, which is really sad actually. Their sprite work was renowned, like they were very good at it. So I'm not actually sure who's developing the new one. It could be just in-house Nintendo, I suppose. It could be one of their studios. Who knows? But yeah. Right, I'm going to head off. Bye.